right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say call hello, Yahweh, by Shemi Awashah, by Shemi Kadash, and of course, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. All right, who through the Spirit have taught us is true and continue to do so. All right, so who deserve double honors. All right, so today we're going into Jeremiah, the 10th chapter. All right, go ahead.
Hear ye the word which the Most High speak unto you, O house of Israel. Thus says the Most High, learn not the ways of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the sign of heaven, for the heathens are dismayed at them.
Exactly, because you've seen, I'm sure, examples on whatever social media outlet you choose to look at, people getting all scared and all right at so-called UFOs and these strange celestial events like your blood moons. And I think you've got or did it already class? You maybe later this month got a blue moon or something that's coming up. You know, you're told not to be dismayed at them. This is a precept here. This is going to be Luke. As soon as it pops up here, chapter 21, verse 25, and it says, "And there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, with perplexity." Now let's look up that word perplexity. All right. All right, and that word is G640.
Strong's G640.
Aparia. All right. And it means the state of one who is in perplexity. All right. For the same as G639, a state of quandary. All right. So let's go deeper into that. Let's look at G639.
Strong's G639.
Apareo. To be without resources. To be in straits. STRAITS. Which means a degree of difficulty. To be left wanting. To be embarrassed. To be in doubt. Not to know which way to turn. And that's what's coming up, you know, in these latter days. You know, people see these signs and they just become all, you know, they don't know what to do. That's what it's saying. Go ahead.
Okay, I had a precept.
Go ahead.
Okay, Psalms 68 and 17. The chariots of God are 20,000, even thousands of angels.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High is among them as in Sinai, in the holy place. It's saying, you know, in the church, it's 20,000 of it. 20,000 churches.
Mm-hmm.
And even thousands of angels. So that's a whole whole lot of church and a whole lot of angels, man. And one angel, one deaf angel can put the deaf over like it did in the old time.
Yeah, it don't take but one to do a whole lot of damage.
And you got 20,000 and thousands of angels. You know, that's, you know, man, that's incredible there, boy. Mm-hmm. That's power there. I just had, okay, I had one more on that.
This is, let's see. This is 2 Kings chapter 2. Let's see. That's all right. Go ahead.
Okay, I just had one more. Okay, Isaiah, let me see, 66. Isaiah 66 and, wait, let me do that. Get it here really quick. Isaiah 66 and
15.
15. Isaiah 66. For behold, the Most High will come with fire, and with his chariot like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and rebuke with the flame of fire. For by the fire and by his sword will the Most High plead with all flesh, and slain of the Lord shall be many.
And that goes to show, even though we jumped a little ahead of ourselves, but in that day, that goes to show you these wacky-tacky Christians in these churches, they're not preparing the people for what's to come. They thinking, it's going to be, what's one of those gospel songs? Oh, a happy day or some crap like that. And, whoa, are you going to have boy, they just setting you up. Amos 5 and 18 through 20, it goes into that. No, it's going to be a terrible, terrible day. All right. Did you have anything else on that?
Okay, what did it stop it?
3 is what's coming up.
For the custom of the peoples are vain. For one cut a tree out of the forest, the work of the hand of the workman with his axe. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammer, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must need be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good.
Exactly. And our people have been, caught up in these customs, vain customs, as it says, of these other nations, and it's become second nature to us. All right. This is 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 18. For as much as ye know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things, all right, as silver and gold, for your vain, there goes that word again, conversation received by tradition from your fathers. Tradition. There we go, that word, tradition. All right. And that, this so-called, this America, all right, is steeped in wicked traditions. All right. And our people, like I said, it's become second nature to them. Not all traditions, all right, are good. As you look at this country, you should find out what's one of the, let's, off the top of my head, let's look at some traditions. One coming up here, you got Columbus Day coming up this weekend. All right, we all know what that's about. You got Thanksgiving coming up next month, all right, or Thanksgiving as we like to call it. Then you have what? Christmas after that. And this can tell you, because he works at a place where they prepare like at least a month in advance.
3 months.
So it's so see, you tell me. So soon as that day, Thanksgiving is over, they set out the Christmas.
It's already set up, everything. Christmas,
okay.
Halloween, Christmas.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Halloween. I forget about that.
Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, already set up. Man.
That's a big thing with Halloween, because that deals with what? Sam Hain, and you got child sacrifice and all that. And these idiots out here putting their children to this, especially now. All right, they have no idea what they're doing. All right, you need to look at the history of some of the things that you're engaged in. All right, I don't know how I forgot about Halloween. It's a lot about that. I just skipped right over it. But yeah, you got, like I said, Columbus Day coming up this weekend. All right. Then you got Halloween. Then you got Thanksgiving, and then so-called Christmas. All right. And then after that, they do what? Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
Or MLK, whatever. All these things. These are vain. These are, empty. Oh, go ahead, Doc. That was all I had.
Okay. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Most High, thou art great. Thy name is great in might. Who will not fear thee, O King of the nation, for to thee doth it pertain for as much among all the wise men of the nation.
Precept. This is Micah chapter 1, verse 11. It says, For from the rising of the sun, even unto the going down of the same, my name shall be great among the Gentiles. And in every place incense shall be offered unto my name, and a pure offering. For my name shall be great among the heathen, saith the Most High Yahweh. All right, the Lord of hosts. So there you go, that name. All right, that name. And it says in, let me get it real quick. It says in Proverbs, let me get it, hold on, a little slow here. This is Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. All right, remember. And this pertains only to Israel. It says, the name of the Most High Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. All right. So there you go. That name is very important for some of you that are not pushing the name Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. All right. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. What did I say? Okay, but they are altogether brutish and foolish.
Mm-hmm.
The stock is a doctrine of vanity.
Yep. Empty.
Silver spread in places is brought from Tarshish.
Tarshish, you had it right.
Okay. And gold from Uphaz.
Uphaz. Mm-hmm.
The work of the workman and of the hand of the founder. Blue and purple is their clothing.
Colors or symbols for royalty. All right.
They are all the work of cunning men.
Mm-hmm. This is Psalms chapter 115, verse 4. It says, their idols are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. So there you go. All right. This is, and it says their idols, it says they are metal, stone, and wood. And though generally made in the form of man, they can neither see, hear, smell, feel, walk, nor speak. Even the wiser heathen made them the objects of their jest. So the ones that had sense, they were like, whatever. Those things can't do anything. They're making fun of them and stuff. All right, go ahead.
But the Most High is the true God. He is the living God and the everlasting King. At his wrath, the earth shall tremble,
Mm-hmm.
and the nation shall not be able to abide his indignation.
All right. Indignation.
Indignation.
Precept. This is Psalms chapter 146, verse 6. It says, actually, I may have to start up. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, verse 5. 146, verse 5. It says, happy is he that hath the Most High Yahweh, the power of Jacob for his help, whose hope is in the Most High Yahweh, his power. Verse 6. It says, which made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that therein is, which keepeth truth forever. Again, the true power. All right. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm just skipping on down to 16 here. The portion of Jacob is not like him, for he is the former of all things.
Mm-hmm.
And Israel is the rod of his inheritance.
That's right. So what I just read there kind of covered both of those. Let's get something else. This Psalms 119 and 57. It says, thou art my portion, O Most High Yahweh. I have said that I would keep thy words, not the heathen God's words, but thy words, the Most High Yahweh. All right. There you go. Let me see if I can get something else here. Psalms 142, verse 5. I cried unto thee, O Yahweh. I said, thou art my refuge and my portion in the land of the living. All right. Attend unto my cry, for I am brought very low. Deliver me from my persecutors, for they are stronger than I. got anything on that? Let's see. Actually, we can go to Holy but Goody. This is Isaiah chapter 45, verse 7. This is the Most High, Yahweh. He says, I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Most High, Yahweh, do all these things and no one else. All right? And that's something that they don't ever read you in the so-called Christian church. All right? But that's all I had. Let's see, you stopped at 16?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. Gather up thy war out of the land, O inhabitants of the fortress. But thus says the Most High, behold, I will sling out the inhabitants of the land at this once, and I will distress them, that they may find it so. Woe is me for my hurt, my wound is grievous. But I said, truly this is a grief, I must bear it.
Yeah, because he was, this is Jeremiah, he was in distress. We got a one in the chapter before, in chapter 9, he was at the point where he's dealing with his people. He didn't even want to be around them, all right? And it's getting to a point, I don't want to jump ahead, but, he's saying, don't pray for these people, all right? This is his own people. Something else I don't think Christian church really goes into. But again, let me reread what you just read. It says, woe is me for my hurt. My wound is grievous. All right. But I said, truly, this is a grief and I must bear it. All right. Because that's part of, in this journey, he's stressed out. He's hurt because he's seeing what's going on with his own people. And we out here, we see the conditions of our people. You can't help but feel a little sorry, but, the word of the Most High is like, they're gone. They're beyond, repair or reproach. You just
like in Ezekiel, we still got to warn them. Got to warn them.
Okay, let's see, what was that? 19. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, my tabernacle is spoiled and all my cords are broken. My children are gone forth of me, and they are not. There is none to stretch forth my tent anymore, and to set up my curtain. For the pastors are become brutish, and have not sought the Most High. Therefore they shall not prosper, and all their flock shall be scattered.
Precept. This is Ezekiel. We're talking about Ezekiel 22, verse 25. It says, there is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion ravening the prey, which someone just in the group chat just talked about, sent this one preacher, I guess he's called a sneaker preacher, with the tithes and everything he collects from his church. He's got one hell of a sneaker collection. I mean, expensive sneakers. That's where the money goes. Let me read that again. Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 25. And other things, it's just not, cars, homes, whatever have you. There is a conspiracy of her prophets in the midst thereof, like a roaring lion ravening the prey. They have devoured souls. They have taken the treasure and precious things. They have made her many widows in the midst thereof. Verse, this thing, oh man, it's just giving me, Salaki, it's so touchy. The least little thing I touch, then it jumps to something else. Verse 26, Ezekiel chapter 22, verse 26. Her priests have violated my law and have profaned mine holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane. What? Gay marriage and all kinds of other crap that go on in these churches. All right? They have put no difference between the holy and profane. Neither have they showed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths. and I am profaned among them. Wow. Her princes in the midst thereof are like wolves ravening the prey, to shed blood and to destroy souls, to get dishonest gain. There you have it.
Yep.
There you have it. Go ahead, on.
Okay. Okay. Behold, the noise of the Brutus is come, a great commotion out of the north country, to make the city of Judah desolate, and a den of dragons. That's what we had in the north country.
Yeah.
And a den of dragons, man.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to, let's see. Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 11. It says, and I will make Jerusalem heaps in the den of dragons. All right, let's show you this is Most High doing this. And I will make the cities of Judah desolate, without an inhabitant. All right, because of what? Our disobedience. This is Malachi chapter 1, verse 3. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. All right, which is coming. That's it on that. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, these Negroes, they with this devil, when they, especially if they got money, they all with him, you know. You know, they think they go.
And not realizing that these are fair weather friends, as we should say. All right, they just with you for the moment because you got it like that. You got it going on in that particular moment. This is Nahum chapter 3, verse 19. It says, there is no healing of thy bruise. Thy wound is grievous. All that hear the bruit of thee, here we go again. Hear the bruit of thee shall clap the hands over thee, for upon whom hath not thy wickedness passed continually. All right? And this is going into what, you know, these Edomites have done to us, you know, where everybody just, you know, you get that, you get this one like little kid on the bottom and everybody just piles on over them. Well, that's us. We're on the bottom and everybody just piles in on us, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that's right. That's like all the mother nations.
Yeah, exactly.
They just came in. You know, the little kid on the bottom, all the rest of them just, you know, that's the way it's just like all the rest of the nations did the same thing, you know.
Edomites chief one. All right, go ahead, Doc.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, let's see. Oh, the Most High, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that
I think we've already made a point as far as what we're into. That's going into a little something else. But
yeah, okay.
Yeah, you know, in fact, we might have went on several different themes, but you know, going into initially what we were going into about the idols and things of that nature, and these celestial events and these objects in the sky, and people getting, you know, worked up over them, and it tells you not to do that. All right, and that's for, you know, Israelites, of course. This is a good thing that's happening. All right, this is one of these signs that when you go into Matthew, Luke 21, which you know, these things are to come. This is a sign of our deliverance. All right, that it's on the way, because this devil. Let me tell you something. With these vaccines being mandatory, if you have any understanding of RNA and DNA, what he's trying to do, all right, he's trying to play slick. And he's trying to, this luciferase and all this, it will show up when you're in a particular type of light, and it's to identify who's been vaccinated and who's not. And you get into nanotechnology and all this. And once that's injected into you, there's no getting rid of that. So these things are coming and around the corner. That's why nobody seems to want to ask the hard questions. Number one being, why, unlike any other vaccine, is this being pushed so hard with the threat of military aid and support? All right. This man is trying to get his New World Order up and working because he knows he's got a short time. All right. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. All right, so he's coming down. He's getting ready to come down with great wrath. So that's what we are here on the highways and byways stressing to our people to get themselves in order, because time is short. All right, so with that, unless you have anything else to say, we're going to call it right there. Once again, I I want to give all praise, call Allah Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Hashem, Dash, and of course, once again, double honors go out to the apostles of Great Millstone, who through the Spirit have taught all of us this truth and who continue to do so. All right, they deserve double honors. All right, so with that, Shalom, Marcus.
Shalom.